Hey. Hello,
Hey.
everybody. Welcome to another On a Mission. I'm so excited. Look, the background is already changed to the new show. I love it. Look at that.
Look at that. Our branding happens like that, Melanie.
I know. And if you guys excuse me, I'm getting ready for the new show already. You can see I got my Selena makeup already. Getting ready for the new
Look at
show.
you.
Look at that.
You're
Boom,
so
baby.
fancy.
I am fancy. Look at that.
Does that have like a name of is that blush or is that?
It's actually a bronzer. Hold on. I'll show you the inside. It's even got Selena on the inside. If you can see that.
Amazing.
Look at that. I'm so fancy, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a mark. When it comes to Selena stuff, I got to have it.
I love it. So we're coming off a weekend of Crazy Train, and it definitely was a ride. So we're gonna break that down today, because we're gonna have Face for Wrestling here. We're gonna break down the best moments, favorite moments, the biggest surprises. But Melanie, do you want to talk about our next show and what we have to look forward there?
I'm so excited. So March 5th, guys, no debes jugar. For those of you guys who don't speak Spanish, no debes jugar means don't play. We ain't playing. Don't you play. That's what we doing. No debes jugar is a song by Selena. And if you guys haven't noticed yet, we are doing music songs or, for our theme. So not only that, but I think we can finally drop, I think it's already dropped, that after March 5th, 2022 in Conroe, Texas, April 2nd, 2022, Mission Pro Wrestling will be a part of the collective, the GCW collective. And guess what it's called, Emily? We are doing bangers only. That is right. Bangers only. Because you know what? That is the Mission Pro way. And you guys are probably wondering right now, well, I don't know a song that's bangers only. Well, I believe Miley Cyrus had a song called Bangers. We just added only to the end of it. So bangers, baby, bangers.
It's
so that's
bangers
our theme.
asterisk only.
That's right. So March 5th, the tickets are already on sale. Get your tickets because it's going to be a crazy one. It's going to be an awesome one. You guys already saw the poster. You guys see all the names. Dulce Tormenta is coming back. Jody Threat is coming back. Jordan Blade will be making her official match debut. You guys remember a couple shows ago, she was in the Battle Royale. But this time, she's coming back as an official roster member. We've got Megan Myers making her debut. Tiny Tennelly making her debut. And we finally get the debut of Bougie Reality, Maddie Renkowski, and Rashay Chanel. We saw them confront the Renegade Twins this past show. We'll talk about it as well.
We're going to definitely have to talk about this because this is a huge shakeup in Mission Pro universe right now.
I know.
We're going to definitely break it down with Face for Wrestling because that was one of the biggest surprises, I think, from Saturday that fans are still talking about online.
Absolutely. And you guys saw, Maddie and Rashay were like, we've been dominating Texas this whole time. How are you guys going to come into Texas and call us out? So I think that there's definitely going to be some conflict there already, but we'll talk about it later on. But go get your tickets. March 5th, 2022, Conroe, Texas. No debes jugar. It's going to be another amazing show. Our Selena inspired themed show. It's going to be so much fun. And then we'll drop some more information later about April 2nd, about GCW, the collective. But I'm just so excited. We have so much exciting stuff coming up.
It's so exciting. We're on this wild ride together. If you go to missionprowrestling.net, the tickets for that show are on sale. So
we lost your video, Emily. Oh, there we are.
All right, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm using my phone tonight, so we don't have issues, and so I can still see everyone's comments and faces. So yeah, remember, go to missionprowrestling.net. Tickets are on sale, And then also we announced that sponsorships are open, and
That's
we
right.
had such an amazing amount of sponsors that supported us for Crazy Train, and we have more on board. But again, we're open for more, so you can sponsor a wrestler or a or just the show as a whole. So reach out to missionprowrestling@gmail.com. Melanie will send you all the answers.
Absolutely. You can sponsor the show. You can sponsor a wrestler. You can even sponsor a match. There's so many ways to support Mission Pro Wrestling. And also, guys, I'm also going to start opening vendor spots for the GCW Collective for the Mission Pro show only. GCW is offering vendor spots if you want the whole weekend. But if you just want to be a vendor for the Mission Pro show only, I'm going to be opening vendor spots as well. Our first vendor that I would like to thank, and they were also at Crazy Train, is our awesome vendor. I'm going to move my computer. Is Wrestling Above Everything, guys. Wrestling Above Everything. They were a vendor at this past show. They've already signed on to be a vendor at the GCW Collective Mission Pro show. So hats off to them. They are amazing. They support wrestling, and we support them. So thank you so much. Also, thank you to everybody who has supported our sponsors, but not just following them, but also buying their product. Like everybody who's gone out and bought Kayfabe coffee. Thank you so much. We appreciate you guys so much. Everybody who has gone out and supported Mass Movement Clothing Company by buying their San Antonio inspired shirts or their Thunder Rosa shirts. We appreciate you guys because you guys are supporting them who are supporting us. So it comes full circle. So we're really proud.
Front Row is calling out our beautiful turnbuckle pads. Our new ones officially streamed for the first time on Saturday.
Yep.
Looked gorgeous. So congratulations, all of our amazing sponsors, making us look even better on TV and showcasing our awesome sponsors.
That's right. Thank you guys so much for all of that. And of course, Face for Wrestling. They support us, we support them, and you guys support them as well. So we appreciate that because without your support and our sponsor support, Mission Pro wouldn't be able to bring you the amazing content that we do. So that's why we're so excited and we're so happy to you guys for supporting our sponsors. They're amazing. Absolutely love them.
Melanie, how many cups of Kayfabe coffee did you have this weekend?
I think I was fueled on nothing but Kayfabe coffee this weekend. And I shared it with everybody. I did. I think our whole roster was fueled by Kayfabe. So it was awesome. I loved it. And I love the fact that everybody enjoyed the coffee. It was
delicious. There was definitely a couple times where I had to run and get that Kayfabe coffee, help fuel my day. Also the Jack soaps that I'm able to get, those smell so good. Like it's smelling up my bathroom. It's like I can smell it down the hall. And I was like, oh, I need some fresh soap, and it's
absolutely.
Perfect. So I'm gonna share that with everyone as well.
Yeah, it's great. We have some amazing sponsors, and we've got a lot of sponsors from everybody. We have soaps, we have coffee, we've got clothing. I mean, I feel like we got you covered everywhere.
Got you covered.
Also, I just wanted to let you guys know, letting everybody know that make sure to be look at our socials for the next 2 months, because not only are we going to have amazing content, but we're having a Candace Cordelia from PWI. She has agreed to do a series of interviews for us for Black History Month. So we're going to have those dropping throughout February. And then our lovely Emily May Heller did some interviews for Women's History Month. That's going to be coming out in March. And also Denise Salcedo, she did an interview with La Rosa Negra for kind of like a dual Black History Month, Women's History Month. So that'll be dropping at the end of February, beginning of March. So be looking out for a lot of interviews coming out in the next couple of months, just to celebrate the diversity and the love of our roster. It's so beautiful and it's so amazing, and we should be celebrating it. So that is exactly what we do here at Mission Pro. So be on the lookout for a lot more content to drop. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's an amazing reminder. Yeah. If you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do follow us, follow Mission Pro on all of the channels. We're everywhere. So look up Mission Pro Wrestling, and you can find us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Because we're gonna be, like Melanie said, we're gonna be posting so much stuff. We're gonna be highlighting the women that have been a part of our shows, in front of, behind the scenes, because really that's what it's all about. So I'm excited for all of those to come out, so we can celebrate all of them.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Nation's Corner says, proud sponsor, pads looked great. Thank you for having the maid. Awesome. So speaking of sponsors, Melanie, I feel like we need to get to the action. I feel like we need to talk about
Absolutely
what happened on Saturday at Crazy Train, because it definitely was a crazy train. But we love to support our sponsors and love to see their enthusiasm. So I wanted to bring on Face for Wrestling again and break down what they liked about the show, and because they were there and making
memories.
Mission Pro fan magic happen. So I'm going to bring them on if I can figure this out from my phone. So I'm going to let them in real quick.
Yes.
All right.
Hey.
There's Face for Wrestling.
So, first of all, I just want to get into something really quickly. So, just so everybody knows, you guys every show always have VIP tickets, which means that you guys are always front row.
Yeah. Yes.
And you always bring your daughter.
Right.
Yes. But this show was a little different for your daughter,
to say the least. Yes.
So during the Maddie Maserati match, Maserati is a little wild. Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
And she may have gotten up into your daughter's face a little bit and, got her a little emotional, but I think she came back around later and she actually cut a promo on Maserati.
That's right. She did. Yes. Which actually caught me by surprise too. Yes.
I thoroughly enjoyed it and I was glad she did that.
I loved it. I
think it just shows just how it involved and how necessary it is to, how involved people can get into the wrestling and fan interaction can be fun, and I think it's great that she did that. So my hat's off to her.
Yeah. And that was a big conversation with her because later she was confused and she's like, well, why did that happen? And we explained to her, well, this is how it works. We could sit down and talk about it like we normally do our predictions. We told her we'll include you in those predictions so you can kind of tell us what you feel like would be a good person to cheer for and who you want to razz a little bit.
Yeah.
She felt a little better about that, but unfortunately that anger in her did not go away. No. So it was redirected into a promo, which she happily did. And so I thought it was so cute too. So I figured we'll keep this train running. And I started to retweet and stuff like that. But the funniest part of the whole situation was after the show, she ran up to one of the twins and she told them, what happened there? Why did she do that? And then they asked her, well, who did it? And she, of course, she said, it was the girl with this and the blah, blah, blah. And they basically asked her to go and talk to her. So I thought that was funny. It was like a big sister moment. And
that was awesome.
I love it.
Hilarious. Yeah.
I love it. We have to set a matchup now. Maserati, you're coming back.
Well, she'll be there, front row. Get him.
Absolutely.
Well, I love how your daughter's always involved in every show. Is just so invested in the ladies at Mission Pro. And so does she talk about Mission Pro all the time? It seems like she really and I know you really love it.
Yeah, she
seems
does.
like she dresses as
Yeah, she loves dressing as the Renegades. She's told me before that she tells all the kids at school that she's going to wrestling every time it's coming up. She's way into it, and she had seen some stuff before Mission Pro had started, but never really got into it.
Yeah,
and that live show experience, she's hooked.
Yeah,
she's a huge fan. She's dead set on being the third Renegade twin.
When she grows up. Yeah. Yeah, she's been asked, what do you want to do when you grow up? She's like, a wrestler.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
We're like, okay. Okay, we'll see what we can do. Right? Yeah.
That's the way it starts.
Yeah.
I love it, though. I love it because, I've said it before and I'll say it again, representation matters. My daughter, when we went to a wrestling show, she was kind of like, yeah, this is cool. It's all right. But when the women came out and her first match was like, when Heather Monroe was tagging, and it was her and her tag partner that, it was the Killer Bays versus like it was Baby D, and at the time her tag partner Lala. Man, she perked right up and she was like, wait, there are women in this show?
Yeah.
Like, why didn't you tell me? I was like, well, I didn't realize that was going to be the that was going to seal the deal on you coming here.
Yeah.
So, I mean, once that happened, she had to take pictures with all of them. And it fueled it even more when like Lala's putting her on her shoulder.
Yes.
Baby D's making her do a muscle.
Yes.
I mean, it just, that interaction is just something totally different, but it's different when you see representation. So I totally understand that. As a mom to another mom. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's one of the biggest reasons why I get so invested, because I see her brighten up when she goes to talk to wrestlers and they get all in her face and, they get happy to see her and things like that. And she loves going up to the wrestlers and hugging and sharing and talking, and, telling about herself. So I think that for me is what resonates the most, that for her, it has a huge impact in who she's looking at, who she's talking about, who she wants to be like, things like that. And even when it comes to situations at school, we would bring up a wrestler. Well, do you think that so-and-so would do that? Or how do you think this person would handle it? It even makes having those conversations with her a little bit easier because she now has a reference.
Right. I love that. I love that so much because it's just funny because some people think like, oh, wrestling is blah, blah, blah. And they'll talk about it. But it's like, you don't understand how it can translate into a fan's life or how it can work. Especially when you're seeing yourself represented in it.
Yes.
And that's one of the great things about Mission Pro too, to plug you guys and what y'all do awesome, is every show we've been to, like all the girls during intermission, before show, after show, they're completely open to everybody. They're super friendly. They never turn anybody away. They're there. They're willing to talk. They do autographs. They're all up in there. And it's amazing. It's an amazing experience.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely.
It really is.
Absolutely.
But speaking about amazing experiences, let's talk about Crazy Train.
Yes. Put our hands up and ride that roller coaster. Let's go.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
I feel that the name definitely lived up to, or the show lived up to the name.
It went off the rails and right back on again.
Right.
Even before the show started, we had the little pull apart between Holiday and the Renegade Twins. So it was off the rails before the show even got officially started.
I'm just talking. We're just trying to do VIP pictures. You know what I'm saying? I know. I mean, we had talked to them about, okay, we're going to go out there. You're professional. You do your thing. But of course, it all falls apart.
There was no controlling that.
Well, it actually started, Melanie, the night before.
That is
true. It actually started the night before. We were trying to, plug Kayfabe Coffee, and, how it said, our Mission Pro champion was attacked by the Renegade Twins.
I know, just to like some coffee. At least coffee didn't get thrown.
My reaction, my jaw just dropped. I was like, "Whoa, what happened here?" Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. I'm just thankful no coffee spilled.
No coffee was spilled. Yep. Nobody.
Every last drop.
We had every. Yep. No 45. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. And then we go into the first match, which is already Gigi Ray, who's money. She's got money on her gear.
Yep.
She's money. I love Gigi. She's a G. That is for sure. Versus Riche Chanel, who is just, I mean, if you could get any bougier with Riche.
Yeah.
We love Riche.
She's so awesome.
And to have seen her progress over the past year, like, amazing.
Yes.
And she's so good live.
She really is.
Yeah.
She really is. That girl has like charisma. She oozes charisma. I mean, and I would never want to be in the pack.
Or she's spraying it everywhere when she's done.
Yeah, that's true. She's got it in a can in her purse.
Yeah, it's dangerous. You got to watch out. Don't get it in your eyes. You got to watch out.
Yeah.
I would never want to be in front of that designer boot in the corner, though. That is for sure.
Yes.
That thing is lethal.
Yes.
It is really good.
It's so fun to watch.
Yeah.
So what did you all think about this match kind of starting the show, starting Crazy Train?
I thought it was great. I think the crowd was a little kind of quiet at first, but these two girls, they were able to pull everybody in. And like by about halfway through this match, everybody was ready to go. So they did great. They pulled everybody in. They're both very talented.
Yeah.
We've seen him multiple times, so it was a good opener.
It was an excellent match. I mean, you can tell the chemistry between the two was really working in there. And so with all of that, the mind games they were playing with each other really got the crowd warmed up. And once they were there, they had them. And all it was left to do is just to take them over that ride and continue on with this roller coaster. Yeah.
Absolutely. What'd you think? Gigi Ray's she pulled out her luck. I was like, damn. Wow.
You ran out of them big bills. Somebody forgot to sign that check.
I was like, you don't touch the Bougie-Kana's locks,
no.
You don't do that.
No, I mean, and I saw another lock fly, and I was like, ooh, that's where anger starts to flow when you start losing other hair. Yeah.
Yeah.
That hair's not cheap. That hair's not cheap.
I was like,
not cheap.
I was like, goodbye, Gigi. I will see you later.
Yes. But she got her back, though. She got her back and her locks back, and she secured the bag for another day.
That's right. Yeah, she secured the bag, and she moves on to fight another day, and we'll talk about that later. But I mean, we see her teaming up with Maddie.
Yes.
I mean, did we see that coming? I kind of did not.
No, but what a matchup, though. What a tag team, though.
We're clearly big Renegade fans, but
for
Renegades to be the best, which we think they are, you got to beat the best.
Yes.
And Bougie Reality has the ability to be the best, so we're definitely looking forward to that one.
Yeah, we're gonna see what happens because
and
you don't mess with the hair and the reality check.
That's right.
Is there a possibility that you're gonna support Bougie Reality and not the Renegade Twins?
There's a possibility we'll support Bougie Reality and the Renegade Twins.
Possibility.
I think that's one of those instances we like to talk about where just regardless of who wins that match, the fans win.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
We're just going then as a fan, probably.
That's true.
But personality wise, we know a lot more about Renegades. So, we're gonna wear them shirts. We're gonna put that hair up, and we're gonna see how Bougie Reality goes up against the Renegades before we say we commit to Bougie Reality. But it's still worth watching.
Yeah.
That's true. And we'll talk a little more about that. But our next matchup, our GM came out, threw a little curveball at JP Harlow and Kari Wright, the debuting Kari Wright.
Yes.
And made it a fatal 4-way with 2 surprise entrants.
Boy, was he mad, though. JP was hot.
Oh, he was so mad.
Oh, he was.
I think he thought he had that, done.
Oh, he was confident. He had that finger ready, too, to point at some people. And all of a sudden, this GM come by and says, nope, put that finger down.
Yep.
We got a little curveball.
JP's getting like a chip on his shoulder?
Maybe. I think so.
A bit.
I think so.
A bit.
Yes.
Definitely. And then we realized that the 2 entrants are not just Ninja Mac from GCW, but Jesus Rodriguez.
Yes.
From, the former WWE personality and legend, entertainer, superstar.
Yes. I could see Ninja Mac shaking his boots. I was like, come on, man, get in there. He's like, what you mean? That's a legend over there.
That's
true.
How
do you know you're the best if you don't go up against best?
No.
That's true. I mean, I gotta hand it to Ninja Mac, man. That guy is crazy. He just stands there and he can flip and spin, and it's like, man, how?
Well, you can't see him because he's running around and tying people's shoelaces without anybody knowing.
That's true.
You look up and he's on the other side of the building. Like
that guy's quick.
Just fighting over here. Yeah.
Those guys were all over the place.
Oh,
let me just say.
From the kickoff, it was just like, oh.
Yeah,
oh my gosh.
Your eyes were just, you might as well have your eyes separate and go this way.
Yeah. I gotta admit, my eyes were glued for a little bit to Jesus Rodriguez because the fact that I had not seen him I know he's been training, but I hadn't seen him in a ring for so long. And I love that man because he's got some really cool moves.
Yes.
So my eyes were glued to him. I was like, wow, what? I can't believe he's here.
That was a big pop for me. As soon as he walked out, I was just like, this is going to be awesome. And he does that little slide into the turnbuckle, turn back kick. It was just like amazing.
Yes.
Yeah, it felt very nostalgic for me because we go way back from Southern California. So we all trained in Southern California years and years ago.
Wow.
Before he went to WWE. So like it was so much fun to kind of see that evolution and have him there. And you were right, like they were all over the place. Like I was trying to capture footage and try to get in there, and I didn't even know which direction they were going to go next.
At some point I had to just give up, because I like taking the slow-mo shots and piecing them together, but I was like, man, I gotta put this down.
It was happening so quick. And like
it was so entertaining though.
Props to Carter Wright as well. Like he was keeping up with everybody. He was right there in the mix the whole time.
That's right. I thought for a second he would have a little bit of a height advantage because he seemed to be a little taller than. I mean, he was right there with Jesus, but I mean, I thought he had a little bit of height advantage. But no, he had no advantage at all. I mean,
you saw Ninja Mac come up under him, and oh my goodness.
Yes.
So maybe it was not an advantage at all.
No, because
I mean, Ninja Mac definitely had like a speed advantage, and just like. Just had that, like was moving
maybe
strategically around.
He's a tall guy. He's got long arms, you know.
I'll say a little bit. Have that length. But then, like, even though he can be a little insufferable, JP was right there with him on the speed as well.
Yeah, he was.
He was.
You saw him catch him in the rope and pull one of them out.
Yeah. So this was one of those matches where you legit anybody could have won at any point in time.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they just kept it high intensity and high pace the whole way through.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, JP is like you said, as insufferable as he is, he earned that can.
Yeah, 100%. He did.
100%.
He did. And I was sitting there,
earned that win,
jeering him and everything. But no, we had to clap for the man.
Yeah, it's like credit where credit's due. Every time he showed up in Mission Pro, it's been an amazing match.
Yeah,
so it is good to see him move on. Just work on the personality a little bit.
Yeah, I agree.
For that. Watch, he's gonna get you for that.
Hey, he did. I tried to bond with him over Taco Bell, and he didn't like it. So
he's moved on.
It's all him now. I'm past down.
He's the prospector now.
Yeah,
let's get that right. He's the prospector. The Baja Blast was Swamp Drink at one point in his.
That's right.
In 1915. Yes.
He's all about that Mountain Dew. That I don't get it. I don't drink it. I don't get it. I don't get the fascination with it. So I cannot relate to JP at all. We got nothing in common in that.
He loves it. Like he loves all that sugar and the salty of the Taco Bell tacos. I don't know. We can't handle it.
No.
Yeah, it's too much for me.
Yeah,
too much.
Absolutely. Yes, but that was a great match though. That was a surprise, if anything. I mean, 4-way match.
Fatal 4-way.
Yeah,
fatal 4-way. Let me get that right. Fatal 4-way. Yes.
And 2 surprise entrants that you don't know how to prepare for that. I mean, you can't prepare for 2 people who are just like, hey, by the way, here are 2 guys that are gonna be in this match with you.
And not even just 2 normal dudes, 2 like amazing talents.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But JP, he got the win. He's moving on. He's gonna be the only guy at the GCW Mission Pro part of the collective. So we'll see what happens April 2nd. And then we come to our next match, which is Davian, who is debuted against Sierra, who also debuted. So 2 debuts, which is hard. We spoke to Emily spoke to Sierra that Thursday before, and then Emily and I spoke to Davian the Tuesday before the show, and both of them, they're both trying to make a name for themselves at Mission Pro.
Right.
Because, debut against debut, that's what makes it hard. Because now you're like, okay, now I got something to really prove. I'm not just going up against somebody who's been here before.
Right.
I'm going up against somebody who has never been here before at all. So now we both got to try and make a name. And I feel they both did that. Even though Davian got the win, I feel like they both did that. They proved themselves that night.
I mean, I think the crowd was really paying attention. Because I know sometimes they get a little bit tepid when it comes to new talent coming in and debuting. But I don't think that's something that has to be looked at a negative necessarily. I think that's more like they're studying them.
Yep.
Because it's somewhere toward the middle of the match, you start to hear them wake up a little bit more and really get into that match as well.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Process.
Yeah, there is like a process to it, and it is difficult to have 2 debut talent coming in, but Mission Pro fans are so supportive, and they like are along for the ride, and I definitely felt that support on Saturday night. I spoke to Davian ahead of her match, and she was nervous and excited, but she definitely was talking about how she wanted to use some of those moves on her, and you saw them on Saturday against Sierra. She definitely did those hard hitting moves that she all talked about, brought that attitude, and didn't really let Sierra get away with that win.
Yeah.
No, yeah. And that finisher in the corner, I think that's the first time I've ever seen anybody do that. It was pretty remarkable.
Yeah, the Davey End Your Life.
Davey End Your Life.
Even the name is, it's different. So it looked good.
No, it looked great. I told her, I said, that move looks like it hurts. And I know she mentioned this when we spoke to her, that she's taken the move a couple of times and that it really does hurt. Oh. And I asked her if she would ever consider like not taking it and not doing it to other people. Now she knows it hurts. And she goes, no, it just encourages her to do it more.
That's the point, yeah.
Of course.
Gotta knock 'em out.
Been there, your turn.
Yep.
Exactly. So I said, okay, fair enough. But yeah, that move is just, it really is a killer move. I mean, you're stuck in the corner, nowhere to go, and she just comes straight at you.
Yes. You got no room to think, move, nothing, breathe.
No.
Yeah,
you just gotta take it.
Definitely would not want someone charging at me.
No. And not Davey Ann, because she'll end
No, exactly. Not Davey Ann.
Exactly.
So she came out with the win, but it was an amazing match. She came out with the win. She secured a win on her debut. I mean, what more could you want?
That's big.
Mm-hmm.
Sierra,
it's huge. It's what a lot of talent want when they debut at Mission Pro. They want that win. They want to showcase what they can do. Both ladies did. But Davian ultimately got that win.
Yeah.
I would definitely like to see Sierra come back. I think she proved that she can hang at Mission Pro, and
we cheered her. I know he didn't, because he went with Davian. He was for Davian. I was for Sierra.
Yeah. Okay.
So was Waldo, but we were with Sierra, and she didn't want that, but you know what? We still gave her some cheers. We still gave her some. She needed it.
Yeah, she was kind of like fighting the cheer, wasn't she? I was like, wow.
Yeah, she was. She was like, I don't need y'all.
Yeah.
All right.
So how did you handle that divide in your household?
Well, my household, the divide wasn't there.
Because they were together. They were together.
Me and Waldo went with Sierra.
Okay. So you guys were together, but you know,
he was pretty happy about it, because he was wondering if we were ready for breakfast, because we had made a little. We'll
plug the next our next video when they get egged because they lost the mission prediction.
Oh,
because of Davian. Thank you, Davian.
Yeah.
There you go.
So
you won twice.
You can tell my excitement on my face to get that protein in my hair.
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna have to watch that video though. I'm sorry, but I will. I'm gonna enjoy it though.
Hey, we appreciate it.
He does, because he's gonna do it.
Yeah.
Or Renna Kid's gonna do it.
Ready? I love it.
I think she might want to.
Yeah. I'm sure she will. Then we take this to our next matchup of the night, and this is our first championship match. The Capital Championship Wrestling match, who Kylan King holds the title. Mm-hmm. Now, she was supposed to go against Natalia Markova. Mm-hmm. But at the last minute, Natalia kind of threw everybody a curveball and had somebody hidden in the wings that we didn't even know about.
Yes.
And brought out Killer Kate. I was like, where the heck were you hiding? Where did you pop up from?
Right.
And the audacity to do that. Like, she was like so excited to like make her debut, was ready to face Kylan King, and then like brings in like a pinch hitter.
Yeah.
Why? Like, that takes a lot to give up a title match, no less. Like,
right?
I don't get it. But it was. I mean, we were happy to see Killer Kate back, so we're not playing, you know.
And I will say this. So I found out, and I went back and I looked to make sure I was correct, and I did. So Killer Kate's making her CCW debut, and I'm wondering if that has anything to do with it.
Huh.
So Killer Kate's making her CCW debut, I believe their next show. Mm-hmm. So I'm wondering if that has anything to do with it, with these shenanigans that were thrown in. So maybe Natalia Markova knew something that we didn't. Maybe she was trying to soften up Kylan for a future title shot over there. I have no idea. But I don't know.
She really gave in a lot for that match.
She brought it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Natalia tried distracting Kylan, but it didn't work, and she ended up getting thrown out.
Yeah, I was gonna say, she did seem to have a plan because she kept trying to get involved, but then she got the old boot.
Yeah, but guess who stepped in on that one?
Yeah.
Serious ref came in.
Give it a
she put her foot down, and she was like, boom, out. Yeah,
kicked her out. I wasn't expecting that, though. I thought she was going to leave her ringside. I have to admit, I did not see her kicking her out.
Well,
yeah, I mean, I love that the ref took initiative, like followed the rules, made it, made it kind of safer for Kylan and Killer Kate to do what they needed to do. Because again, like, Natalia was kind of, throwing us all for a loop and the ref was like, we're not having any of it. You're causing trouble, distracting everyone. So, I love how Kylan had such strength and showcased her strength during this match. Again, we've talked about it before. Her shift in her attitude, as a champion, is definitely really amazing to watch and unfold on Mission Pro.
Yeah.
Can we talk about that for a second? So I feel like this was a different side of Kylan. I don't know if it was because it was a championship match or because she was holding a belt or what it was, but there was a different side of Kylan that I think we saw in that match. I mean, she was all in on that match. I definitely feel like it was a little bit different than what we've seen.
I mean, I think you probably saw her fire burn a lot hotter for that one. I mean, she has put out there that she has worked really hard for that belt, and that all the work she's put in was definitely hard fought, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, everything. That was probably a big old inferno you saw going on in there. Yeah, and Kate might have gotten a little burnt.
Yeah, I think so, definitely. Kate did not know what she was in for when she stepped through through those ropes.
Yeah, but
I think the pressure of like a first title defense is a really big deal. I mean, your first title defense kind of establishes what type of champion you're going to be in your championship reign. So this was super important for Kylan to really set that foundation for the rest of her reign and how potentially all of her other title defense matches might go, and how she is as a champion.
Yep, absolutely.
So you can scare some of those future people away from even trying, because she's gonna bring it every time. So.
Yeah. And don't bring shenanigans to my ring. I think that's what she was saying too. Don't bring her shenanigans. If you're gonna fight. Don't be bringing someone else in to try and soften her up or whatever Natalia was trying to do with that.
Well, maybe that was also a demonstration too for Natalia.
Maybe a scouting process.
Good call.
Letting her know, hey, either you do it or get out.
That's right. Absolutely. So Kylan retains, which is amazing. I'm so glad, because if she had lost that way, I would have been so upset.
100%. Yeah.
I would have been.
I think a lot of us.
We would have been like that gif of the person who falls off the chair.
So that would have almost been the end of the night. Just everybody's like,
"Good night, y'all."
I would have just throw up your hands. That's it. End of show. Sorry. We're done.
We're like, no one. We're gonna stop the show. That's it. We're done.
Just wrap it up.
Come back tomorrow. We'll finish everything.
Yeah.
We're like, just kidding.
Yeah. It's like.
So Kylan retains, which I'm glad. We head into intermission, but coming back from intermission, this is when little Renegade gets a little upset.
Yeah.
So it's Maddie Renkowski versus Maserati. Maserati comes out with some attitude.
He sure did.
So much attitude.
You've seen them Instagram things where girls went at you, look you up and down. That's what she did, but she didn't do it with her eyes though. She cut with her mouth.
Yeah. She's vocal, isn't she? Maserati's Maserati's a whirlwind, let me tell you.
Yeah.
I think not even just Renegade. I think she made a grown man cry on the other side.
Yeah.
I would not doubt that.
Yeah.
Well, right away she's putting her face in. She comes out, she's like yelling things at fans. She's, getting in the face of young girls, and like, who does that?
Yeah.
Maserati
does. Maserati. Come on.
I mean,
so much attitude. She warned us. She did warn us.
She's, that's what she's what is it? She's feeling herself.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she really was. Maserati was like all over the place. She was just like, don't look at me, don't cheer for me. She was in your face. She was in the camera person's
face. I don't need you. I got this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she didn't really have it, did she?
No.
She thought she did for a second.
I mean,
that the reality came down strong there.
Yeah, she got a reality
check. She put on a good front. But once she was in the ring with Maddie brought that reality check, like you said.
She's ferocious.
And just showed everyone why Maddie is here at Mission Pro.
Yeah.
I think this is the first time I've seen like the entire crowd cheering for the same person.
Yeah.
Because the whole building was behind Maddie.
Yeah.
They really were.
Yeah.
They really were. The crowd, as soon as she came out, because Maserati came out with such a mean streak.
Oh, yeah. Big mean girl.
Mean girl energy. How could you not be behind Maddie? I was like, well, hell, I'll cheer for Maddie if that's the way you're gonna come out.
I think all that energy that the crowd had put out there really energized Maddie. I mean, she was a beast.
That power bomb.
I want everybody to go back and watch that match, and you can hear very clearly every single chop Maddie gave Maserati.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I got a couple of them posted on Twitter. It hurt my chest.
Oh,
yeah.
Like, I was sitting right there, just
the reverb on that.
Yeah. Well, you guys being front row, they did it right there.
Yes.
I mean, I'm sure Maserati's heart had to like skip a beat a little bit.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
I think the front row, like the waves of the chop of the vibrations, like reverberated into the audience because it was so loud. Like I was in the back and I could hear it.
You can see the waves through the air. It was that hard. Yes.
Yeah. Definitely. Maserati definitely has a handprint on her chest.
Yeah. I bet you it cut skin too.
Oh, absolutely.
So like Matt, talk a little bit about like Maddie has always been like Mission Pro fans love her, but I feel like Saturday was like a whole other
a new level of
level where the whole like all the fans were cheering and different parts of the match, but they were on Maddie's side pretty much. Right.
I think it goes back to like I said, we've been there from the beginning, and so is Maddie. So we've seen this for the whole past almost year and a half now.
Yeah.
And she's just gotten better and better and
stronger,
better, which seems tough to do because she was already so good. And now, I think she's they talk about pillars in other companies. She's a Mission Pro pillar.
Absolutely.
And everybody wanted to see her. Like everybody was lined up for her entrance and her exit to get the high fives. Yeah, it's an awesome thing to see and be a part of live.
So loud you have to open the doors, let the sound out to share with the neighbors.
Yeah,
absolutely. I think that was one of the loudest, of course, besides Thunder Rosa and La Rosa. I think that was definitely one of the loudest cheers that we heard that night. It's crazy to see how Maddie has progressed. I've watched her since she was a trainee up until now, and to watch her. The sass level's gone through the roof, but so has the charisma and the skill, which is amazing.
100%.
Yeah.
And I see it. Speaking of like the chops, you can see that she's picked up as she's gone along because I can remember the Holiday match and the chops flying in that match. So she's kind of picked up from other people as she's gone along. And then, like I said, the power bomb to set up the finish on this one, like, where'd that come from?
Yeah.
I know.
Like, what's going on here?
Just the sheer strength of just bringing her up. Yeah.
It's something new and better every time. So mad props.
Absolutely. I totally agree. Maddie's going for a whole nother level. And obviously, we've seen her in the past year go against Thunder Rosa and Holodead and a number of other very talented people, including those on the AEW roster. So I definitely feel like she's got to up her game now in 2022. And she's busting out new moves.
Yeah. I think just going up against Thunder Rosa and Holiday, you have no fear after that.
Yeah,
exactly. That's true too, yeah.
You've rode the lightning and you've seen the darkness.
She's had that amazing match in Oklahoma against Thunder Rosa. And if you want chops, you learn from the best. So
you learn from the best by feeling.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You lead by example, and I think Thunder Rosa and Holiday have led by example. So Maddie gets the win off of that. She's feeling herself. She's feeling good.
Should be.
She should be.
Yeah.
Which leads us, of course, into our next match, which is the tag match, the Renegade Twins versus Viva Van and Kelsey Reagan. Which I'm gonna admit, I'm a big Kelsey Reagan fan. And a Viva Van fan. Kelsey especially, because Kelsey's been with us a couple of times. Yeah. And every time I see that girl, every time she comes to Mission Pro, she ups her game and her skill just gets better. I mean, she is so good at her, she's got those really long legs and she just knows how to use them.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was like, damn. I thought for a second she had the Renegade Twins when she did her little roll up, when she did her legs kicked up in the air, and she grabbed Robin. I thought, okay, she's got her. Nope. But I think that she definitely gave the Renegade. They definitely gave the Renegade Twins a run for their money.
They made them work for them belts.
They did.
I said we're probably always gonna go for the Renegade Twins, but like I saw them come out, and like the old school goth kid in me was just like, oh, this is gonna be an awesome team right here, and they were, and they brought it. And like there was dives to the outside, there was hard hits in the middle of the ring. Like it was again another one of those matches. It was just everywhere at all times, and I think it was the toughest challenge for the Renegades so far. So
yeah,
and we talked a lot about how there was a lot of gold in that ring.
Yeah,
dripping.
There's a lot of titles in between all of them. So I think the stakes were really, really high to have four of the women in the ring at the same time.
Yeah.
And I think they all felt the pressure. And again, like having again, the Renegade Twins kind of showed that they're the top of the top at Mission Pro as a tag team. And we'll get into it. But the question is there anyone that could, challenge them?
We'll see.
Of course, we see not just Maddie, but Maddie and Rashay come out and accept that challenge.
Yeah.
And kind of put them in their place a little bit, saying like, whoa, you're coming into our neighborhood trying to say that there's no tag teams here.
Right.
When, Maddie and Rashay, a lot of people don't know this, they've tagged a couple of times in Texas.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they've been quietly trying to they've quietly formed a tag team.
Quietly, or were they studying?
Good question.
Good point. Yes, absolutely. So they felt confident enough to come out and be like, hold on.
Yeah.
Who's your reality is here.
Yeah.
And both those girls won their matches, so they were feeling themselves.
They did.
How could they not be like, let's go? We're going out there.
They were feeling that confidence. They won their matches, and so this alliance, in this moment, kind of shook up Mission Pro a bit.
Yeah. But it's definitely an alliance I want to see. I think it's those things where I think people have been asking, hey, are they going to form a tag team? And I think they, now that we know that it's official, I'm very excited for it. And, March 5th, we're finally going to see Bougie Reality versus the Renegade Twins. Right. I will drop that card because we know it's going to happen. Yeah. They've asked for it. Bougie Reality's asked for it. So how could management not give it to them? I mean,
but you know what I love about that matchup? You have two different attitudes, big ass attitudes in that ring. One from one side, one from. Let's see who comes out on top. I mean, both feel themselves. I mean, one's got gold everywhere, and the other one's got leopard print.
Yeah,
let's see.
I mean, which one's better? I don't know.
Abstain.
That's my word.
There's no better.
I'm excited to see what happens because I mean the sass level on both teams is through the roof.
I mean,
now that we know that Maddie and Rashay are bringing out new tricks, I'm wondering what they're gonna do to make it even better because now we know Maddie can powerbomb.
Yeah.
Now we know Rashay has got other little tricks up her sleeve that we've seen her do the past two shows.
But are they going to be able to do anything against Renegade's Revenge? I mean,
That's true.
Nobody's
That's true.
been able to get up on that one. So we're gonna
Maddie, that's right. Maddie and Rashay are gonna have to really up their game as a tag team, because the only way to beat a tag team who works together is to be the tag team who works together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You've got to find that chemistry.
Have to be solid. Yeah.
And how do you beat chemistry of twins? I don't know.
So we got the twin bond.
Yeah.
I don't know. I want to know if Maddie's going to add anything to Rashay's bag, like as a tag team.
Good question.
Like,
maybe
I feel like you should brainstorm what's going to go in there.
I don't know. We've already seen Rashay pull out a curling iron. Of course, there's no plug. We've seen her pull out hairspray. Seen her pull out mousse. Seen her pull out a brush. Seen her pull out a comb.
But wait, not just a
Yeah.
comb, because there's a difference.
That's true.
There's a fine tooth comb and there's a wide tooth comb.
That's right.
For these right here. So we got to see what's going on here with these things that Maddie's going to want to add to that arsenal of things in that bag.
Yeah, that bag. I feel like, I've said it before. It's like a Mary Poppins bag.
Definitely.
Like things just keep popping out of that thing, and I'm like, how do you keep fitting stuff in there? Because it's like a never-ending bag of like toiletries and grooming essentials.
Yes. Yes.
And every time she comes out, it looks like nothing's in the bag.
Yes.
It looks flat.
So you know what? So
it's deceiving.
If anything happens, does the bag get a belt?
That's true.
Its own belt.
I feel like it should.
Just get a matching bag and belt.
Oh
no, the bag's gonna want its own belt though, because you're securing the bag.
True.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it gets like a little mini belt kind of around it.
Maybe, or maybe the straps become the belt.
The straps that's a good thing too.
That way, when she's got it up in here, but she's also got it on her shoulder.
That's true. That's true. I mean, the bag. If they win, the bag also had to help. So
yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, and it's always in the corner, right? Always. So does it get a tag too? I mean, you've got all these different scenarios with the bag. Maybe the bag needs a name.
Ooh, we gotta ask her. I mean, she names all her wigs. I don't know if you know that.
I need to ask her.
That's right.
If her purse has a name.
She names all her wigs, so we gotta find out if the bag.
We gotta
has a
get
name.
on that. Does the purse have a name, and does the purse want its own belt?
Yeah, I mean, she is bougie, so the belt's the bag's gonna want something.
Some diamonds on that. Belt.
Get it blinged out or something.
Get it blinged out, yeah. I mean, you gotta ask maybe you ask the bag. Maybe she has a relationship with that bag. I don't know.
I think she does.
Considering the fact that it's a Mary Poppins type bag.
It's got its own needs and wants.
Yes, it does. And it got its own needs and wants.
Absolutely. And then, so the Renegade Twins win,
right?
But they do get chased out by Holiday because.
Let's talk about that.
Holiday's got her arm in a sling because.
But
of them.
even so, she popped out of nowhere.
She did.
She
did pop out of nowhere.
Yeah, and why are we leaving like planks of wood around for her to just like pick up?
Who said there was left around? It just appeared. She just boom. Like
I don't even know where she came from. I just heard I heard a boom, and I was like, "What is going? Where did that hell?"
Heard just the air just kind of going on itself, and there she was.
Yeah,
it was one of those things that was right beside us and like not there, and then all of a sudden here's Holiday with a stick.
Yeah,
I'm terrified.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what Holiday's going to do with the weapon.
No, we already know she likes weapons.
Yeah, I don't even know where she found it. I was like, where did we find a random plank of wood lying around? Very sharp plank of wood, by the way.
Yeah.
Just lying around.
We are kind of like in the woods a little bit.
That's true. Maybe she was just in the woods a little bit.
That's true.
I don't know.
Yeah, she just goes into the woods randomly. Somebody's got to put a bell on her. I don't know how you.
I don't want that. I don't want that job.
Yeah.
Who's going to take the job and put a bell on Holiday?
Not me. Definitely not me. I might get bitten or something.
Maybe for an interview, Emily's going to be able to kind of slip one on her.
I don't know. Emily tried to interview her beforehand on a live stream, and it did not turn out well.
No, she didn't want to. She didn't want to talk to us. She didn't want me to check in on her. She was like, she wanted to leave it for the show.
She's very angry.
She's very angry, just, I can never really get a word with her. She leaves it to her own devices there.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But then we see, it was announced at the beginning of the show, but then we see that it is it's still going to be a title match,
right?
But it's a Warrior Wrestling title match against Thunder Rosa and La Rosa Negra, who are friends, but they've never actually faced each other before, which is I love and is amazing. Hey, it's Waldo.
So I'm sorry to interrupt, ladies. I know we have like limited camera space over here, but I wanted to bend your ear for 2 minutes on this. So when Thunder Rosa came out with her Warrior Championship title and La Rosa Negra came out, that was the first time that those two ladies had ever wrestled each other. Mm-hmm. And Matt and I know this because how Face for Wrestling actually got started was through Stardom.
Okay.
And so that we did some terrible videos at first, but we ran across a couple of wrestlers and one of them was Thunder Rosa. We did our research. We figured out who she was. And at the time she was in Oedo Tai. And along with La Rosa Negra. And so we were like, we got to follow these ladies. So this is wrestling. This is all of wrestling. And they were together. They went their separate ways for a while. And then all of a sudden, here they are in Mission Pro years later. And this is the first time that they've wrestled each other. I don't care what anybody says about this match. This was a 5,000 star matchup.
Absolutely.
I know. I'm not going to spoil it for those that are watching and how this ended. Go watch on TitleMatchNetwork.com for $9.95 a month.
There you go.
But oh my goodness, Matt and I have been waiting for this match for a long time, and with everything that is going on, worldly events here. I'm not saying it because you can't block me, but we've been actually trying to go to Japan for 2 or 3 years now to go see one of these matches in person, and this was the first time we can definitively say we got to watch this style of match. And this was a bucket list item for us. We didn't know we were getting it going into the show, but thank God we were there, and thank God we were in the front row seats to be able to watch this. There's nothing anybody could say to change my mind that this match was anything less than perfect.
No, that match was, those ladies are already hard hitting, but then they were, exchanging blow for blow, submissions, kicks, drop kicks from the top rope. Beer was spilled. How much beer did you guys get on you?
Do you know my little 90s heart was like, oh, because when they did that beer crash, you know what we thought when they did that. That was epic. Yeah.
The clip has already been dropped. You guys can talk about it. It was amazing. Okay. No. The clip has been dropped
here.
Absolutely. Do your spoilers. No, it's great.
I'm telling you, those two ladies in the ring, I don't care what was said before, middle, after the match. That has been the best match.
They were throwing their imaginary streamers the whole time. I'm telling you.
Oh, yeah. And you probably heard us in the crowd. We were doing our best Japanese fan impression. Rose up! And I've heard through the grapevine that some people thought that, it shouldn't have gone to a time limit draw. Hey, you weren't in the ring. You didn't go the time limit draw with them. There's no way that I could be in the ring to go even 10 seconds with either one of those ladies.
That was a hardcore match.
It really was.
I will tell you from experience, and we're going to release this later. We have I took pictures with both of y'all unknowingly. What you get for the VIP experience. And we got in there and took a picture with the turnbuckle that y'all had done up. It was so amazing.
Yeah, great job.
That ring is stiff.
It is.
Stiff.
People don't realize it.
That's all he talked about when he was in there. That's all he talked about.
We've been in rings before. We're not professional wrestlers by any stretch of the means. We are terrible. I have the athletic ability of a brick. But we cannot speak highly enough about both of those ladies and that match. And we are thankful that we finally got to see that caliber of a match in person with our very own eyes.
Yeah.
Thank you, ladies. You've done enough for us. Thank you.
Yeah, I agree. I think everybody, even in the back, everybody in the back put their differences aside for a second just to watch that match because it's like, okay, this is a learning moment.
Oh,
This is a match that you want to watch just to see, damn, this is what wrestling is supposed to be. This is what wrestling's supposed to, this is what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
They had every fan engaged. They had, from the beginning to the end, I honestly thought for a second when La Rosa Negra had Thunder in one of those submissions, I was actually waiting for a tap because I was like, how are you supposed to get out of it?
Yeah.
How do you get out of it? But she found a way, and then Thunder countered, and I think with her tippy toes, La Rosa grabbed the rope, and I was like, no way.
There was
there
were so many moments like that, Melanie, that literally I could see people either standing or like on the edge of their seat. And I feel like the crowd was supportive of like both of them.
Yes.
And there was moments where they were like chanting back and forth, and it was like the Mission Pro chants were real, were loud. And
you had the Mission Pro chants. You had people just chanting Rosa because it covers both of them.
It covered both of them. But
it's amazing. It just felt the energy of that match was like tore the roof off.
Yes.
And it was one of those moments that like stopped times.
Oh yes.
I felt like it was like everyone honed in on that moment.
Everybody held their breath,
Yeah, exactly. But so if you haven't, like, if you guys haven't seen it, like, you gotta watch an Untitled match.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
In the moment, it was emotional. Like they said, like Front Row says, it's suspenseful.
Yeah.
It had all of those perfect moments of a roller coaster ride that a match should have.
Yeah.
And this was like a dream match that so many of us were waiting for.
Yeah.
It's kind of like touching on what he said. Yeah, it wasn't just a highlight of the night. It was a highlight of wrestling.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You should definitely go out of your way to check this match out.
If
you have not seen it yet.
Absolutely. I think that once La Rosa, not just the submission, but once she hit her frog splash, I think everybody thought, oh my God, it's done.
Yes.
It's done. How do you, it's her frog splash. It's always, she has never faltered once in her frog splash.
Right.
Some people, they will have an off night. It won't look great. Every single time it's executed, it is gorgeous.
Yes.
It is one of the most, it's the gorgeous one I've seen.
Yes.
I mean,
and if you ever look at study the stills on that.
Yes.
I mean, the form is excellent.
The height.
Absolutely.
I mean, you could even see just her physique and all of that. I mean, it's nuts.
Yeah.
It was an amazing match. Of course, Thunder Rosa retained her Warrior Wrestling Championship, but she squeaked by. I mean, I think they were so tired by the end of the match that La Rosa finally tapped.
Yeah.
And Thunder Rosa retained, which is still just a crazy, crazy match. But it was just basically like who was going to wear the other down.
It was well fought.
Absolutely. Well fought, but Thunder Rosa got in her drop kick.
Yep.
She got those knees in. I mean,
even watching the drop kick, when she does that, man, it's amazing.
Seeing it in live and watching the crowd react, like not even just seeing the move, but hearing the crowd react and seeing how much it works every time.
I get a kick out of watching that move in slow motion every time.
Yeah, it's so well executed, and it looks like it hurts so much.
Oh my!
Yes.
I don't know how they take that.
Absolutely.
Besides passing out. I mean,
and if you guys feel those ropes where they're leaning against, there's no give.
Yeah.
No.
It's not like you're bouncing off the ropes. No, there's no give. All the rope is going to do is push you harder into it. So there's no give. But yeah, of course, that's the match that finishes Crazy Train. And then we go into the promo that Thunder Rosa cuts, which was so emotional, so heartfelt. And I think, I think something that drives Thunder is all the people that say that she can't.
Yeah.
And it just drives her to show everybody, I can. Yeah. And not only am I going to do it, I'm going to shove it into your face when I do it.
We'll force you to watch
exactly.
And I'm going to force you to watch it.
A lot of what she said doesn't just apply to wrestling. I mean, for anybody who was listening to her story and her feelings about it and why she's there and why the company's there, that resonates with people on so many levels.
Yeah.
From the person who's been having a hard time at work and not being recognized for anything,
right,
to the wrestler who's been trying to get a booking to wrestle this particular person, a title match shot, anything.
Yes.
I mean, it was a great discussion that she had up on that ring.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it resonates. Like you said, like it's a universal message. Yes. It doesn't matter if you're a part of the wrestling industry. It applies to every aspect of your life.
Yes, it
making
does.
sure that you have your feeling like you fit in, feeling like that you belong to a community, that you feel loved, is always what we want. And and Thunder Rosa is creating this community and is continuing to grow this community in a way so that these ladies can have a voice, can feel like they are part of this family.
I mean, even the way she ended
this avenue that's wrestling.
Yeah, exactly. Even the way she ended it, you're right. Even the way she ended it, it's not just to put herself over. It's to put over Holiday, La Rosa. She mentions Kylan King. That there's so much talent out there that we don't see on TV, and there's so much talent that has been out there that has not been signed or has been, you know, as we've seen in the past, that has been released. But there's so much talent out there that people need to wake up and take notice of the fact that women's wrestling is here to stay, and it's only getting better. And it's going to continue to grow and get better. And and all those people who have said it's not a draw, it's a popcorn match, it's a bathroom break. I think that it's proved time and time again over the past couple of years that these matches are so good that it is worthy of any promotion, and any promotion that doesn't take the time to book a proper women's match, you guys are losing out. You guys are
everyone has a place. Yeah, everybody has a space to show what they know, what they got, what they are ready to bear to the world.
Absolutely. And I think it also shows, you know, I think also the Mission Pro roster shows, and we've talked about this real quickly earlier, is the fact that our roster is so diverse.
100%.
In the characters, in the personalities, in just the appearance,
even just the visuals.
That it is so diverse that you cannot tell me that you cannot find a woman to fit your promotion. If you're mostly men's promotion, you cannot find a woman to fit your promotion, because there are so many types of women out there for so many different types of matches. High flying, hard hitting, hardcore,
quick,
sassy. 7 different matches on this card. None of them were the same. None of the people, you wouldn't look at the same people and go, oh, is that other? No, everything was different. Everything was top notch, and like it's that every show. And like
absolutely,
again, not
you
to
remember their name,
but like if people aren't watching Mission Pro, they're totally missing out because it's there.
Absolutely, I totally agree. And we have gone an hour. I don't want to keep you guys anymore, but I appreciate you guys joining us. And can you tell everybody where they can find you guys on social medias?
Sure. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. That's normally where we put up our content.
It's Face for Wrestling, the number 4, Face for Wrestling on all of those.
We like to do videos from Mission Pro, where we just clip together highlights and show off in slow motion sometimes what these things look like and how hard they are.
We'll have our own 10-minute mission review coming up later
pretty
this week.
soon, and we're going to have some punishments issued.
I love your prediction shows and like leading up. So thank you so much for all of your support.
Our pleasure. This is fun. This is a ride.
Like I said, we thank you all for having a product worth reviewing. Like it's 100%. Like,
not just worth reviewing, sitting in the seat and watching.
Absolutely. And, you know, we thank you guys for your support and your sponsorship. And not just that, but I mean, you support everybody at Mission Pro. I mean, we see your merch bundles after every show.
Oh my goodness. That was amazing.
Do you know we went to a Hastings type show or store? I was wearing Kylan King's merch, and the cashier was like, "Stop everything. Who's that?"
Yeah.
That was
love
cool.
it.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it. I told my husband, I said, I think I have more wrestling t-shirts now than anything. And I'm okay with that.
My favorite, every time I see this happen, when I come across a table and there's a tank top, because you know what that means.
No.
Gym time. We go into the gym. And I've been asked at the gym too, who's that? I had La Rosa Negra on wearing her merch.
Yeah.
Who is that? Why is it La Abusadora? I said, that's a wrestler. You need to check her out. So when we doing deadlifts, we got a wrestler.
That's right. I mean, who else can inspire? I mean, La Rosa Negra is a big inspiration as well. That woman is in such amazing shape.
Right.
Yes.
I was like, man, she's got muscles upon muscles and so much flexibility.
Trainer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
One day, I'm gonna make it out there and I'm taking her class. I'm telling you, I'm gonna take her class. I'm
Yeah.
not kidding either. 100% all in. I'm gonna do it.
That's what I tell people. I said, if you're in Puerto Rico, go check out her class, go check out her gym because she's an amazing trainer. She's bust your buns. And how much fun though. She was training on the beach when the weather was really
Yeah, 100%.
I mean,
yes.
come on.
And she's got her
beautiful.
new gym going on too.
That's right. She's got her new gym. You guys can check her out. Actually, she is on Instagram right now, La Abusadora Trainer. So you guys can check out her Instagram and see her training everybody.
Amazing. Yeah.
Amazing. Absolutely. And she's just like, she's an inspiration. She's like, I'm going to get in better shape. And I was like, girl, if you get in better shape, I don't like, you're going to make me feel
that muscle in
self-conscious.
Somewhere. She's going to get it in.
I know. I don't know where she's going to fit it in, but she's going to fit it in.
She's going to figure out a way.
Yep.
Figure out a way.
Even her hair's got muscles. I'm telling you.
Her hair is another level, man. I'm telling you. She's got that.
My twin.
Like her, while she's twerking, her hair's twerking. It's all over the place. I love it.
Yes.
She's entertaining to watch. That's for damn sure. We love her. But thank you guys so much for joining her. We really appreciate you. We appreciate you guys, your support so much.
Thank you for inviting us.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Have a great night.
You too.
We'll see you at the next Mission Pro show.
Absolutely.
Good night.
Oh my gosh, I love Face for Wrestling. They're fantastic supporters of Mission Pro, fantastic sponsors. And that was a great discussion. We really broke down kind of what was happening. If you guys have not watched Crazy Train, check it out on Title Match Network. You can catch up on Crazy Train and all of Mission Pro shows.
That's right. And make sure you subscribe to Title Match Network. It's not only catch up, but you can catch the next show as well on March 5th in Conroe, Texas. Buy your tickets or subscribe to Title Match Network. They have amazing content, and you're supporting Mission Pro Wrestling, which is always a good thing.
Awesome. Melanie, where can people follow you as we wrap this up tonight?
You guys can follow me on Twitter at TCBINLA, and you guys can follow me on Instagram, TCBTX_photography. You can follow me on Facebook right here, TCBTX-Melanie. And now Emily.
Awesome. So you can follow me on all social platforms at Emily May Heller. Go check out the I was on the MacMania podcast today, and we talked a little bit about Mission Pro Wrestling and women's wrestling in general. And again, subscribe to Mission Pro Wrestling on all of the social platforms. And thank you again for joining us for On a Mission tonight. And get those tickets for March 5th show at missionprowrestling.net. Thank you, Melanie. Thank you all for joining us in the chat. It's always a great time, and we'll announce our special guest next week as we get closer. So thank you all so much. Have a great night.
Have a great night, everybody. Thank you very much.